Hold on, I'm going. Yo, hold up. Let me go to my YouTube. Let me start chatting. I'm joining the stream. Yo, make me mob.
All right, let's go. Start off in the minor wall breakers.
Are you on YouTube? Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
All right, this should be easy counter. Easy counter. Vlog. Yeah, it's cold. Bet.
No, I can't watch it.
Dang. You can open on your phone. All right, there we go. Easy counter. We're up so much damage. This is beautiful. This is actually beautiful.
I'll have Sigma.
Dang. We'll just send in the spear gobs. Crap, he got a balloon. He got a balloon drop coming for me. Yes, them Broncos. Yeah, maybe.
So what we're doing is
This should be a connection. Come on. Yep. Easy. Chicken later.
open up your laptop, please, go to the daily agenda. Now we're going to hear about Putin and internet.
Alright.
Once you got to read it, and we'll talk about it quickly. This whole control over internet and information is something we saw in China. This is about Russia, right? It's going to be
Please kill one of them, please. Yes. Okay, that's fine. We're going in. We're taking tower right here. That's gonna kill. Let's go. I'll take that. Good chip. Good chip.
Hi, YouTube. We bomb tower.
Should I send it in? It is. Summon the freaking thing. This kid don't got shit on me. He's already put down another fire. I'm just gonna go in for it. Because I freaking feel like it.
Is that kill?
Nah, it's hard. Okay, wait. Do I need to defend him?
No, it's
Chill. We're low-key edging it. Yo, both game. Beautiful. Let's go.
It is not really.
Wait, sorry. I know. Yo, yeah, Brent, you have 11 viewers.
Yo, call it. There's 11 viewers right now.
Where am I? What did I do? Putin's there.
Where is it?
like proximity.
I'm being quiet for a second.
I do get in favor. Oh yeah, that's okay. Some people might do that.
I'll be right back. Yo, Kashria during the midterm.
Question my judgment.
Streaming during the midterm.
I'm gonna lose all my viewers. I have 11. That's good.
I know, that's crazy. Are you still playing? I don't know. Don't play.
Let's check chat.
I'm trying to make it take that chat while on. Chat. Click on chat.
Hold on, we gotta wait a minute.
Make me approximate again.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
2. Oh, holy God. Dang. I never had this.
Alright, so what's the article about? What's the summary of the article?
Russia's crackdown on what is fair to look up on
Back on the internet. Why would Putin want to, why would the Russian government, let's say, want to control how people use social media? So they can't talk negative, so they can maybe censor or monitor, right? What else?
You can collect more data.
You can track people, you can watch what they're saying, that's the kind of thing. Good. What else? Okay, what kind of control? Clearly wanting to limit access to Western internet for some reason. Yeah, this is good. This is all information. There's another thing, right? So it says in there early on in the thing, they like to, it says in the article, they would like to turn it off, right? Part of the reason, part of the process, you can get everyone on a single platform. You can always turn it off. People use social media and have used social media not just for exchanging information, right? But they've used it many times in the past to organize, right? To organize protests, organize efforts, right? So if they can somehow get people to only use platforms that they can access, they can also turn those off in time of crisis, right? So like when they have the internet great, they completely shut off information and control open information. So, do you think it's going to be successful? What's the impression about how this is going? China. Is Russia ahead of China or behind China or about the same as China?
Behind China.
I think behind China, right?
Yeah.
WeChat. China has WeChat, which has been in place for a while. There are a couple points in the article curiously highlighted. Did anyone make it to the last sentence of the article? What is the last sentence of the article?
That Russia is changing its approach to like the giants.
What's the last sentence? Does it say this is likely to be wildly successful? 5 years it'll all be shut down? They're moving with great speed and efficiency.
Well, it says that corruption and incompetence often undermine quality.
Yeah. So, as we've seen, I want to draw your attention to a China comparison and a Russia comparison, right? When we talk about China and WeChat, China, it seems to me when people describe how China's doing, China's very successful. China has a platform where that's very sophisticated. All their shopping, all their social interactions, and their community, and a lot of the organization of their day, their Google Docs, and all that kind of stuff is all on a single platform in China. You don't hear that much. I mean, China has struggles with corruption. You don't hear that much. Well, this isn't going really well. In Russia, you know, they have a couple of people, including at the beginning of the article, he says it's not clear how far this will go. Because somehow in Russia, despite now 15 years of improvement, as you said at the beginning, right, there are still people like, oh, they've finally cracked down on corruption. Russia still isn't like China. There's still a lot of space, it seems like, relatively speaking, from China. They see that, especially weaker, like out west, but probably more and more across China, the surveillance. And the mention of corruption and incompetence goes along with what kind of governance, what kind of regime really suffers from incompetence and corruption. Centralized regime, right? Centralized authoritarian regime. Why is it? Why does it and harken back to that transparency, right? Like in China with the 7-member Politburo Standing Committee, right? Once you have like 7 people running the country and you're protecting your security, not the many people that have very slow. And lots of authoritarian governments, right? When you start having a very authoritarian, centralized government with little transparency, what else? Democracies have things that authoritarian governments don't have, right? They have transparency. They have free and fair elections. They have independent what?
Institutions.
Democracies have independent institutions. Authoritarian governments tend to have the opposite, right? Institutions that belong to part of the centralized state. So how does the center of power, say the president in an authoritarian system like Putin, get his information? So he gets his information from the government, right? What is the incentive of people giving him information? Is it to be correct? You speak truth in power? If you're advising Hitler, if you're advising Stalin, if you're advising Putin, and you're in the room with him and he says, how is my war going? What's your incentive structure? At this point, you have to be very careful. You may want to say things are okay, they're not going so well, but you really should be careful because people tend to get very upset thinking about things, right? And the system starts becoming the boss more than accomplishment, right? So, for various reasons, right, authoritarian governments tend to really suffer from incompetence and corruption because the boss doesn't get really good information about what's going on in the world. Donald Trump, or our president in our system, if they choose, they can look at a range of media. They can see what all the journalists are finding. They can ask different people. They can bring in their opposition. They have people who are independently doing investigations and research and argue against their policies. They can listen to them and they get a sense for what's going on. They have polling. When a really centralized system, and the more centralized it is, the more difficult it is for them to really have a feel for what's going on with the average person. Because the average person, like the bureaucrats, hide certain things because they don't want to displease them. Right? So one of the drawbacks in a system like Putin's is in a system like this, like in that article, he has ambitions to be like China. He has ambitions to centralize things and make them efficiently work. There are a lot of people who think it's not going to work. Right? It's not going to work. There's just too much corruption. There's too much incompetence because why do centralized governments tend to elevate and become crowded with incompetence?
rewards loyalty.
Right, because you're hiring people, you're promoting people by their loyalty to you, not necessarily by their effectiveness. Right? If you not hire the person who comes and says, hey, that's a bad idea, boss. I think if what you want to accomplish is B, you should have to do something different. And here's why, right? You don't hire people. People get, most people leave, most people are cyclists, right? So you tend to get, when you promote the loyalty, you tend to get. So this is part of Putin's problem. Right? This article kind of indicates it. It's hard to be centralized and powerful and rule a bit through fear and still get like really competent people working for you very hard and telling you what to do. Which is why, like Saddam Hussein, when he seemed to really believe he had weapons he didn't have when he took on the United States in a war and he lost badly. Putin seemed to believe he had an army that could take Ukraine relatively